There is an $11 MSTY ETF, but not many people are talking about this. And the main reason why a lot of people are not talking about this is because this ETF does not trade on US exchanges. This is a Canadian fund. It trades on Toronto Stock Exchange. So for people who are watching this video and don't live in Canada or live in the US but don't have access to buying Canadian ETFs, then you might skip this video. But if you just want to watch it for educational, then you are more than welcome to watch till the end. And I want to give you a quick tip for people who want to buy ETFs or stocks that traded on different exchanges around the world. The best brokerage to do that is Interactive Brokers. If you have access to Interactive Brokers, you can buy ETF and stocks worldwide. You don't have to be in that country, or you don't even have to use that currency. You can always exchange. It's very easy and is one of the best brokerage, and they have a very low fees. The first thing we're going to look is MSTY.TO price movement. This is on Yahoo Finance. Price of today, $11. So it's very cheap for people who want to buy this. It was at 11 and 11 cents on Friday, and then it closed at 11 because it went down about 1%. Let's quickly check performance on different periods. So within a month has crashed negative 5%, 6 months negative 15%, year to date negative 15%, 1 year negative 15%. This is a max because this ETF hasn't been out for that long. This is just a price return. Does not include all the distributions that you have received. But if you take all the distribution that you have received, then you haven't lost anything. 52-week range is between $8.18 to $16.58. End of February this year, this was the lowest point for people who were able to capture at $8. Right now, you'd be a very happy person. Now, let's look at the volume. Volume is very important because this will tell you if this ETF is liquid enough. If you are to buy today and you want to sell, will you be able to sell it tomorrow? Yes, it has over 200,000 volume. That was on Friday, but on average is over 100,000. That's a quite bit of volume. Remember, this is an ETF that is traded on Toronto Stock Exchange. Toronto Stock Exchange is now one of the biggest exchange. So if you have over 100,000, that's a quite good average volume. Now let's check official website for this ETF. Ticker symbol MSTY, Harvest MicroStrategy High Income Shares ETF. Harvest is one of the top cover call and income producing ETFs providers. Overview: the Harvest MicroStrategy High Income Shares ETF invests all its assets in share of MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy provides business intelligence, mobile software, and cloud-based services. The company security have developed into a Bitcoin proxy due to its substantial holding in the world's premier digital currency. The ETF focus: Harvest MicroStrategy High Income Share ETF, MSTY, provide access to the growth potential and overlays an active cover call writing strategy up to 50% of the position to provide high monthly cash distributions to its shareholders. Units of the ETF are available in Canadian dollar. As I've mentioned, this is an ETF that is traded on Toronto Stock Exchange and is a Canadian fund, and of course it would be in Canadian currency. So if you're an investor who have access and you live in the US, then you have to exchange those funds to buy this ETF. And that's if you're using brokerage like Interactive Brokers. Advantages: this tells you why you should buy this fund. The first advantage is US stock plus high monthly income. Canadian trust unit, tax efficient, lower purchase price because it's only $11 right now. Bitcoin proxy with high monthly income in Canadian dollar. So all these 5 advantages are very good for a person who lives in Canada, because instead of exchanging your currency from Canadian to US, for example, if you want to buy MSTY from ymax, then you have to exchange your money and buy that ETF. But now you have this ETF. Fund details, the ticker symbol is MSTY. Distribution per unit 37 cents. This is the last distribution, but we're going to look full history of distribution because this ETF has paid almost consistent distribution, which is good. Total distribution since it was incepted, $1.57. Market close at $11. Asset under management close to 86 million. Currency is Canadian hedged. It's hedged against the US Management fee is 0.40. That's lower for income producing ETF like this. Risk rating is very high, and that's because this is a single stock ETF and it's follow underlying stock MSTR, which is very volatile stock. This is just performance history, but we've seen better on Yahoo Finance. Explore other high income shares. So they also have Tesla, which is a Tesla stock, Coney, which is Coinbase, and PLTE, which is Palantir. If you are watching this video and you want me to explore this, please leave a comment below. If you're interested, I'm going to make a video on all these ETFs. Now let's look at distribution history. The first time they paid was March 7th, 2025. Then they pay in April, they pay in May. And the last distribution, they're going to pay June 9. But look at this, all 3 months, March, April, and May, they did pay 40 cents. So very consistent. Now, the last distribution that they're going to pay a week from now is going to be 37 cents. That's about 3 cents less than what they've been paying. But all in all, is pretty consistent distribution. So this is a very good for people who want to know exactly how much they're going to make every month. Portfolio breakdown. The ETF seeks to provide unit holders with long-term capital appreciation through purchasing and holding common stocks of MSTR and generate high monthly cash distributions through an active cover call writing strategies. Holding MicroStrategy Incorporated, that's 100%. Cash and other assets and liabilities, 0.01. Market value of options, negative 6.9. So the way they're going to write options, they're actually holding shares of MicroStrategy and they're going to do cover call strategy on 50% of the position they hold. And the rest, they're just going to use some leverage. This type of strategy is used with most of the ETF providers in Canada. So guys, I just want to make this video to keep you an update and to make you aware of an ETF, MSTY ETF, that is very cheap in price. And also it does pay kind of consistent distributions. So if you're not aware of this fund, now you know. If you've watched this video and you want me to make more updates on this type of fund from Canada, please let me know in a comment below. If you like my content, please smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. So whenever I release a new video, you'll be able to receive updates. And if you know anyone who you think this video might help, please share with that person. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.